What's up, Tubesters? It's Aaron for a song. So I thought today, since I needed to make some more, I would show you how I make my Florida water. Sometimes I also call it Flora water, um, even though it's not made with flowers. Um, but unfortunately, I put most of the ingredients away, and I forgot that I wanted to do this video today, so I kind of went ahead and did a lot of it already, and it will be a while before I need to make more. So I thought I would just show it to you today anyway, and just kind of let you know what's in there. So this time I put in actual lemon, because the lemons need to be used up, since they're getting kind of soft. So I used one lemon. Typically I would just use 1 part white vinegar and 1 part lemon juice. That is the cheaper and quicker method. But I decided that I'd use the lemon this time, and so I used equal parts, well, a little less. So about like 1 part vinegar and just a little less than 1 part of water. And so then I boiled that. I also put in some, oh, I can't seem to get it up. That's what he said. Anyway, so I put some sage and pine needles in here. This time I separated the pine needles from like the brown center twig thing. I don't know what it's called. I guess branch. And I put in some cinnamon stick and bay leaf and some vervain. Unfortunately, because of the steam, it's not coming up very clear. But so I basically put lemon juice in here for the everything pretty much gives protection, cleansing, and or purification properties. So the lemon gives purification. Excuse me, I actually don't see lemon as a purifier. I see it as a cleanser, which I might do a separate video talking about the difference between the two. But so it's in here for cleansing and for goddess chi or moon chi energy, and however you want to word it. And cinnamon is for spirituality and for God chi. I was trying to remember what the word was. Bay leaf is in here for primarily protection, and sage is in here for purification, and actually no, it was mostly in here for banishing negativity, but also for some cleansing. And I feel like oh, the vervain was for like enhancement and amplification, as well as welcoming in benign spirits, and the pine needle is for prosperity, as well as purification and protection. And I think that's, oh, and the vinegar is also used for purification. And then I added some of my goddess water into about 3 spoonsful of the goddess water in here, which is basically just moon water, if you're wondering. And that's just, I don't know, I just felt called to put it in there, honestly. Usually I put in some blessed water, which is my version of holy water, but I decided I didn't have any on hand, and I didn't really want to make any because I only make that on Mondays. I might do a video about that too, because that could be a video on its own. But this is gonna be a short one. I think I'm gonna do the abominable video today. I want to, but I don't want to. Yeah, so I'm just going to turn you guys off and let this finish, and I'll strain it. Actually, I might strain it now. I don't know. No, I'll let it steep for a little bit. Actually, I need to let it come back to a simmer since I put the top off. Took the top off, and then I'll let it steep, and I don't think I'll show you guys the straining process, but I might show you what the end result is. So stay tuned. Alright, so this is what it looks like. You will notice that with you simmering it, it'll obviously, like, what's the word, evaporate in the quantity that you originally put in there. But you can just add some more white vinegar, more water, add more lemon juice, add more of the blessed water if you have any, or more of the moon water, whatever. Obviously, you could top it off with whatever liquid feels right to you. I actually, mine filled up pretty well. I think it was like up to here, and then I topped it off with some more lemon juice. I will admit, because of you... Oh dear, I did not think this through. Hold on. Okay, so I was gonna polish it, but I was like, why? I already polished it once. So it doesn't smell that great when you're like cooking it, but it does smell better once all the fumes come down, and that's because of the vinegar. And so I'm just adding this white stone in here to enchant it. You could add a quartz. I don't have one that would fit, so I'm just adding that in there. And I've already blessed the crystal, blessed the stone and everything. So that is there. And then, oops, make sure the top is on all the way before I start shaking. And so that's pretty much all I do. And I'll just leave this on here for a little while to charge. My altar tile is busy with my juju right now, which I still have yet to do the video for that. I don't know if I'll be able to get to that today. Not that it really matters to you, because these are all pre-recorded anyway. So you don't really know when they're being uploaded or when they're being recorded. But anyway, so this is what it looks like. It's looking a little more yellow in the camera than it does in person. Here it kind of looks like lemon yellow, but it does have like a... It could have anything, anywhere from like a peach color to like a golden yellow color, or like a light yellow orange or something. It can be somewhere within that color spectrum. I guess it's kind of popping. I don't know. It just looks more yellow on here. Anyway, so that's what I want to share with you. I'll try and remember to put all the ingredients down below, so that way you can work with it. And I think I will just call this my Florida water recipe. I was trying to remember why I used to call it Flora water. Flora water. And I think it was because I used to make it with either just flowers or mostly flowers. And obviously there are no flowers in this, so I'm just probably going to call it Florida water. But yeah, I think it smells very good. I use this to splash in my mop water, which if you follow me on Instagram, you saw it was the day before Beltane, actually. So that was right. How was your Beltane? Hopefully this gets posted up in enough time where it doesn't sound weird that I'm saying that. But if it's well past the Beltane season, do share what it was like anyway. Let's just entertain the question. Anyway, but yeah, I'll splash this in my mop water. You can put it on a rag and clean your windows and glass, because lemon juice and vinegar are good as glass cleaners, especially the white vinegar. You could even... I would say you could use this for even wood. It's obviously good for countertops because those are good cleansing agents. I probably wouldn't use too much on the wood, especially if it's old. I would probably even suggest that you mix it with some oil, because that's what I did. I did 1 part lemon juice, 1 part olive oil. I used olive oil for specific correspondences, which I might have to do in my oil correspondences or oil magic video or something. But anyway, that's what I did, and then I mix in some xanthan gum, which helps emulsify the lemon juice and oil together so it doesn't continually separate. And that's really good and it's almost important that you use that or something like it, because you could risk getting more oil or more lemon juice each time that you use it, and that way you just get equal parts all the time. So obviously this will be staying in the fridge. I did try it without it in the fridge, and I think it didn't smell bad. It still smelled really good, but I think it did discolor a little bit. I think it got darker. I'm not entirely sure, but just to be safe, I'm going to put this in the fridge anyway. And so I suggested you do the same, because lemon juice does need to be refrigerated. If you don't make it with lemon juice or with lemons, maybe you use like a lemon essential oil or whatever, or you don't use lemon at all, or anything that would need to be refrigerated, then of course you could leave it out. But I'm going to put this in there probably tonight after it cools off a little more, because it's still a little warm. It's not like hot, because I can keep my hand on there. It feels nice. It feels like a cooled off mug, I guess, where you can like pick it up just fine. But yeah, so I'm gonna let that cool off while it's charging on my altar, and I'm going to I'm going to do that other video that I don't want to do. So hopefully you guys even get to see these other ones and enjoy watching these after that one, because it's a doozy. I think I've said that before in another video, but it really is. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Oh, I think I mentioned this in another video about my witch's salt. This is the notes and stuff with the evocation that I say, because I just finished it yesterday. Anyway, so I just realized that was still on the altar. But yeah, so thank you for watching if you have been watching. And this really needs to be put away too, because this was from my moon, right? I pull out this affirmation card every light moon. You can't even see it. I notice the beauty of nature every day, and it feeds my soul in delightful and delicious ways. I was reading it through the lens, so it's, yeah, a little pretty picture. Yeah, so that's going to be put away today. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with this. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you enjoy the recipe yourself. Feel free to add more or add less. Add more or take out some, or I don't know, completely alter the whole recipe. I don't care, but I just wanted to share this with you so that way you could maybe get some inspiration. And so, you know, I'm a very ethical witch, or at least I try to be, and I try to be economical as well. And I don't know, I just prefer to make my own things, you know. So that's why I wanted to share it with you, and this video is getting rambly because I don't want to do that other one. So I'm gonna go, and thank you for watching, and if you stayed this long, and eternal blessings.